Painting on canvas is my happy place. It's where I express myself creatively and where I get to have fun just like a little kid. I have tried using poster paints, acrylic paints, and other types of mediums, and I also was able to explore different types of styles and subject references. Here's one painting that I recovered when I was still in high school. Let me show you. This is an abstract painting that I did for an art competition, which apparently won first place for some reason. But I remembered I was already exploring different styles when I was in high school. And when I got to college, I stopped painting and I never held a brush until now that I'm in my 30s. Lately, I have been using a lot of oil paints, but today I wanted to do something different. I bought these different mediums online and I wanted to experiment and explore using each of it. So let's get busy today. I will be doing an abstract background today using different mediums. I don't want to overthink so much. I just want to enjoy and let my creativity flow. I want everything to be fluid and not overthink everything so much. So let me show you my process. I wanted to try mixed media today, so these are the things that I bought online. I bought some liquid ink, acrylic markers, skull kit, and gold acrylic paint. I'll be doing 3 mixed media abstract backgrounds today. So first, I started off this first canvas with some water as a base. I wanted the water to be the first layer so that I can create a fluid effect on the next layers and blend them all together. My goal today is just to have fun and explore, so I really don't have anything planned for this painting. However, I wanted to show some contrast for each canvas. So for this first canvas, I decided to start off a bit darker, adding off this iridescent rich bronze liquid ink. We don't want to fill the entire canvas yet. The water underneath can help create a fluid effect once the liquid ink is added. Here, I just painted it all over and slowly adding the next layers. Painting freely is a good creative practice. Remember, the goal isn't to overthink, just to have fun. Next, we'll be using the gold acrylic. Acrylic is a versatile medium, so it will be good to use this for your background in a mixed media piece. Slowly blend them all together and let the brush do the work. Don't be afraid if it doesn't look great yet, just trust the process. Here I'm creating contrast between the bronze and the gold by filling in the spaces and the gaps. Next, let's add this white acrylic marker at the top and at the bottom to create kind of like a border effect. This will emphasize both the bronze and the gold. Now it's slowly coming together. So just continue to experiment and explore. This process is really relaxing to me. To me, this piece is slowly becoming coffee inspired. Something I did not intend to achieve, but I think it worked. This is what I love about painting. I get to do whatever I want. I'm the type of person who doesn't want to be stuck in an office. And I get to have that sense of freedom when I am in front of a canvas and just painting whatever I want. One question that I get is, how do you know when to stop? I really don't have an answer for it because I think you just know when to stop adding more colors and brush strokes. It really depends. It really depends on you as an artist, really. So I think this first canvas is done. It's a bit wet, but I'm gonna let it dry. For the next canvas, I wanted the dominant color to be white. So I had to start off with this white acrylic marker that I have. With the use of water, I'm spreading it out all over the canvas to make the white more dominant as I add more layers later on. Starting off with a lighter color for your background can give you a lot more freedom to emphasize your subject reference. But today we're not doing subjects yet, we're just doing the abstract background. With the white as the first layer, let's add the next light tone in our color story, which is our gold acrylic. Use whatever stroke you want with your brush and blend it all together. I love how dreamy the effect is for this one. It gives off a sense of calm. And lastly, let's add the darkest color that we have, which is the bronze liquid ink. Aside from this being a creative practice, it's also a very therapeutic activity. If you're having a long, exhausting day, maybe try to grab a canvas and a brush and whatever paint that you have and just paint freely. Do whatever you want and just mix colors together. For me, as an introvert, painting is a hobby that I get really excited about because I get to sit in peace and quiet and just explore my creativity. I love how quiet the process is and I just get to enjoy. For this second canvas, I think we kind of like achieved a spilled drink effect. For now, I think it's a good background and we'll see how it looks when the subject is added. For our final canvas, let's try to experiment on adding more texture. Since we already used bronze and white as dominant colors, let's try to use gold for this canvas. If you're an artist watching this, or if you're just someone who just wanted to take a break, just use whatever you have around you. For the paintings that we did today, we only used 3 colors: white, gold, and bronze. However, we get to experiment on different effects, brush strokes, and textures. In creating my artwork, I used to overthink a lot, so this activity really helped me loosen up a little bit. Lately, I got so used to using oil paints and creating portraits that I forgot to create some abstract paintings. As I add some layers, I wanted to use this sponge to add a little bit of texture to this abstract painting. Once all these 3 canvases dry up, let's add the subject to it on the next video. For the last abstract background, we created a messy texture that's similar to bubbles or sea foam or some barnacles in the ocean. Each canvas has its own story. Just painting for the sake of joy and exploration is one of my favorite ways to spend my time. I hope you explore this hobby too. Stay tuned for next video as we add some subjects to these canvases.